Hello guys and welcome to my channel. For today we're gonna be facing Tower of God collaboration event final boss Data Zahard. I'm going to show you how to get at least to top 5%, 10% or 15%. Now, depending on your account's CC, that's the highest that you will get. If you just started the game, it's gonna be harder for you to at least get to 10% or 5% because you just started the game and your account CC is very low. For you to increase the CC, you must get a lot of cosmetics, upgrade characters to 100% to at least contend with many players playing this game. This is the exchange shop. Here you're gonna find the relic for the event characters, but you can use that relic box for other exclusive collab characters that you missed relics from. We're gonna clear him in hell difficulty because this boss is very easy. The team that you're seeing in front of you is the team that is the most used. Now, in order to know which teams to use, you can actually enter the rankings menu and you can see which teams people are using the most to clear this boss. The game will only allow you to use the units that you already unlocked. Yet, I'm going to show you that you can use any other human units for this event because you need humans to actually clear the missions for this boss on hell difficulty. If you have this team, then you're not gonna have a hard time clearing this event. However, if you want to know which UR gear I'm using, I'm actually switching from Hell's and Ein's UR gear, which is HP defense for both of the collab characters. My Mikasa, it's actually built attack defense because I actually can use this unit in PvE. I recommend HP defense, the same as Green Excalibur Arthur, which is actually useful as a back unit here. We're going to use HP food as well. The missions are at the top of the start button if you want to have a quick read which missions you need to clear. To actually secure the mission points, you must bring a human team. The main thing that you need to worry about is to get 2 stance cancel cards, because on the first stage is the only chance you will get to cancel his stance 2 times. You must also attack with a unit that has an attribute advantage. Since Zahard is green, we must attack with a red unit 5 times. Yet you have to be careful because his card actually decreases the boss's stats, so you can hit harder for 2 turns. You basically need to survive the first stage so you can cancel his stances 2 times. As you can see, on the first turn he gets, he will do a stance on the end of his attacks. So I'm taking this chance to move some cards so I can get another stance cancel card. Try to use the less amount of poison cards and buff cards unless you need to do so, and if you do so, just wait a few turns until the buffs go away. Now we need to remove his stance. As you can see, that yellow buff there is a stance buff, and you can remove it with this card. If you have a stance cancel unit, any unit will do, but it must be a human unit so you can actually secure the points at the end of the match. There's gonna be a lot of trial and error, but just be patient and work with what you have right now. As you can see, I got extremely unlucky, so I need to move some cards to avoid killing the boss, so I can actually clear the first half of the mission. And right now, I got another stance cancel card. Since I have HP defense gear, HP food, and my characters are level 100, his ultimate is going to always hit like a wet noodle. Now I can clear the first half of the mission, which is to stance cancel 2 times. And yet I need to empty my hand, so take this chance to empty any dead cards that you're not gonna use on the second stage, so you can get more cards from the red unit, so you can clear the second half of the missions. Now that we're on the second stage, all you have to worry about is attacking 5 times with the red unit. As you can see, rotate cards if you need to do so, use the buff if you need to do so. You can actually save it so you can have more stats when you kill the boss. Since I wasn't able to attack him 5 times on the first stage, I have to at least stall until I get another card from him, so I can actually clear the mission. You can actually clear the mission with his ultimate as well, but keep in mind it must be 5 attacks with an attribute advantage unit. Now we can go ahead and clear the mission and finish the boss. Once you finish the boss, you can actually read the missions that you cleared. If any of them are in dark letters, that means that you did something wrong or you didn't finish that mission. As you can see, I got the rewards. Also, that's my highest score. Also, those are the missions on the first half of the things that you need to actually get more points, and that's the missions that we needed to clear. Another thing to keep in mind is to position your characters well. From left to right, it's the most cards that you will get depending on which character you have on the far left. Now we're gonna use my fast farm team that I used to clear this boss before the collab units. If you have Jenna, then you can actually use her level 1 stance cancel card to clear the first half of the boss. We're also gonna use Excalibur Arthur, Ring Arthur, so we can decrease the ult gauge level of the boss and actually protect Jenna from dying from the first half of the boss, just in case you don't have her fully upgraded. For relic cards, I suggest you switch them to HP so you can have more HP when you fight the boss, helping your units survive even more. There you can see the stance cancel card that you need to use. Remember to use Excalibur Arthur stance to protect your units if you can not avoid the ultimate. If you can avoid the ultimate or decrease it with Arthur, I suggest you do so. If the ult gauge is full, you can use Arthur first card so you can decrease the ultimate before he uses it on the next turn. And lastly, I'm using Rudius for now because his first attack card, once you build up his stacks, actually hits quite hard for the first stage or even the second stage, so you can one-shot the boss. But his second card hits a little less harder than the other red unit that I use from the collab on the other team. So I can actually use him to clear the second half of the mission. As I said, you can use any red unit, but it must be a human unit. Keep in mind. I actually got quite lucky on the first turn because I have 2 stance cancel cards, so all I need to do is wait it out so I can cancel a stance 2 times and actually use Rudius' second card to do the second half of the mission. If you were to hit the boss when he's doing a stance without a stance cancel card, he will one-shot any unit that you hit him with. In other words, you will have to restart the match. Now we're gonna defend, decrease the ult, and get rid of that card. Now we can clear the second half of the mission and also try to advance on the second half of the mission without killing the boss completely on the first stage. So it's quite a good, useful farm team. There's also no penalty if you use ultimates here. Just remember to clear the first half of the mission before you go into the next half of the mission. Now that I have Rudius full stacks, I can actually one-shot the boss. Also, if you get the ultimate, depending on whether you clear the second half of the mission, you can use it, but be aware you can one-shot the boss with either the ultimate or the first attack, so you have to be careful. And that's GG. As you can see, you got the rewards and cleared all the missions. There you go. If you want to know which red units to use, just switch to search option, races, human, and you're gonna see which red units do you have to clear the mission, at least the second half of the mission. Since I've been playing for a long time, those are my units that I can use to clear the boss. If you have any red units that's human and actually does a lot of damage, I suggest you use that unit and clear as much as you can. Well, that's gonna be it for now. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you have a wonderful day and see you soon. Bye bye.